Imagine your doctor telling you, to properly protect your heart, you should be exercising for almost 10 hours every week. Would your first reaction be motivation or complete disbelief? For years, we've been told that 150 minutes of exercise each week is enough to improve our health. But now, a new study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine is making headlines by suggesting we may need 4 times more physical activity to achieve the greatest protection against heart attacks and strokes. So, has everything we've been taught been wrong? Or is there more to this story than the headlines reveal? Today, we'll uncover what the research actually found, why leading experts are questioning it, and why the answer may be far more encouraging than you think. Let's begin with what the researchers actually did. Scientists analyzed activity data from approximately 17,000 adults taking part in the United Kingdom Biobank, one of the largest long-term health research projects in the world. Instead of simply asking participants, "How much exercise do you do?" they used small wearable devices called accelerometers. Think of them as highly accurate movement trackers, quietly recording how much your body is actually moving throughout the day. After analyzing 1 week's worth of movement, the researchers discovered something surprising. People who accumulated between 560 and 610 minutes of moderate to vigorous physical activity every week had around a 30% lower risk of suffering a heart attack or stroke. That works out to roughly 9 to 10 hours every week, or about 80 to 90 minutes every day. The study also suggested that people with lower fitness levels might need around 50 extra minutes of activity each week to achieve similar benefits. At first glance, that sounds like a dramatic change. But according to Dr. Sean Heffron, assistant professor of medicine and cardiologist specializing in exercise science at New York University, these findings should not be interpreted as replacing today's health recommendations. In fact, he believes many people are misunderstanding what actually counts as exercise. And that changes the whole conversation. Now, here's the part that might completely change how you think about exercise. When most of us hear the word exercise, we immediately picture lifting weights, running on treadmills, or pushing ourselves through exhausting fitness classes. But that's only part of the picture. According to Dr. Sean Heffron, the gym does not hold a monopoly on exercise. Think about your own day. A brisk walk through your neighborhood, gardening on a Saturday afternoon, playing tennis with friends, climbing several flights of stairs, or even hurrying to catch your train or bus. If those activities make your breathing heavier or cause you to break a sweat, they may already count as moderate to vigorous physical activity. Even more encouraging, Professor Ulrich Wislöf, who leads the Cardiac Exercise Research Group at the Norwegian University of Science and Technology, points to earlier research showing that just 5 minutes of moderate to vigorous activity each day can reduce the risk of early death by around 30% among people who were previously inactive. That's an incredibly hopeful message. You don't have to be perfect. You simply have to keep moving. But here's where the story becomes more interesting. Why are respected experts urging caution before everyone starts chasing 10 hours of exercise every week? The biggest concern is the study itself. It only measured people's activity over 1 single week. What if someone happened to be unusually active during those 7 days? Perhaps they were on holiday, renovating their home, or simply enjoying a particularly busy week. That 1 week snapshot may not represent their normal lifestyle. There's another important limitation. Exercise intensity is personal. Imagine an elderly grandparent taking a brisk walk around the block. That walk might feel like a serious workout. Now imagine a young marathon runner walking that exact same route. They might barely notice the effort. The study also couldn't fully account for genetic differences that naturally influence fitness. That's why Professor Ulrich Wislöf reminds us that the World Health Organization's recommendation of at least 150 minutes of moderate exercise each week was never intended to represent the absolute maximum benefit. Instead, it was designed as a realistic, achievable public health goal that millions of people can successfully follow. Looking ahead, scientists hope future research will follow people over many years, allowing exercise advice to become increasingly personalized according to age, genetics, fitness, and overall health. The future of exercise may not simply be more exercise, it may be the right exercise for the right person. This fascinating study doesn't tell us that the World Health Organization has been wrong. Instead, it reminds us that science is constantly refining our understanding of what helps us live longer, healthier lives. Yes, more physical activity may provide even greater protection for the heart. But perhaps the most important message comes from Dr. Sean Heffron himself. Your health is not a competition. Whether you begin with 5 minutes, 15 minutes, or the recommended 150 minutes each week, every step you take, every staircase you climb, every walk around your neighborhood, and every active choice you make is moving you closer to a healthier future. Sometimes, the greatest scientific discovery isn't learning that we need to do more. It's discovering that every little bit already counts. Now we'd love to hear from you. Do you think 10 hours of physical activity every week is realistic? Or do you believe the World Health Organization's 150-minute recommendation is the better goal? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's scientific discovery, please like, share, and subscribe to Innovative Scientific Discovery. Until next time, stay curious, stay active, and keep discovering.